What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Do you remember when I made this video?
If you date men, it's supposed to be because you're trying to find love. Any other reason would be shallow, and you're a shallow, vapid if you have any other intention or reason to want to date a man. You see how love implicates women?
Alright guys, so for a little bit of a background, this lady's known as MJ Gray. She makes content like this.
I personally disagree with the entire construct of marriage. I believe that marriage signifies the ownership of women, and I disagree with it as a concept as a whole. I have no intention of ever getting married. I relish in the idea of being single. I do not want to have any children. And I relish in the idea that for the first time, I'm one of the first generations of women who have the freedom to not participate in any of those things. It is a privilege that I get to choose not to get married. It is a privilege that I get to choose not to have children. And I believe that as a woman, you should avoid getting married. You should avoid having children.
She also said this.
I feel like you shouldn't get married. I really wish women would stop getting married.
Mainly, she's on her channel telling women don't get married because marriage is marriage is fake, and you know they should just boss up and treat men as wallets. That's her entire channel. So it comes as a surprise to her entire audience when she made this video.
Yes, I am engaged. Yes, I am the same person who made several videos saying that I never had any plans to get married, I did not want to get married, and I did not agree with the institution of marriage. The gag is, I still don't agree with the institution of marriage, but in those videos, I made caveats. Under certain circumstances, like if you plan on having children, if you plan on living together, if you plan on buying property together, those are the situations where marriage does make sense. I don't think you should feel like getting marriage is a milestone that you must make in your life to feel like an accomplished person. I don't think it's an accomplishment. I don't think as women you should feel pressured to get married, because when women are pressured to get married, they end up in bad situations. I am in a good situation, and I cannot tell you all of the details of the situation I'm in because now the situation I'm in involves another person. So I have to maintain privacy around my relationship, and I will be even more stringent about that going forward. I owe it to my partner, who does not have any kind of presence online at all, to protect our privacy as a couple. I am in a good situation. I'm with someone who is fantastic, and I'm in a good situation. Again, I cannot give you all the details of the situation that I'm in. You just have to take my word for it. If you think that I'm a dumb, then you think I'm a dumb. It's probably not a good idea to follow me anymore. If you think I'm full of, then you think I'm full of, and you probably shouldn't follow me anymore. Anything I've said to cause you to make major life decisions or to not make major life decisions, that's not a good sign. You need to make decisions for yourself for what is best for you. Because it's true, I can't promise you that I'm never going to change my mind. I can't promise you that I'm not going to get more information and make a different decision in the future. I can't promise you that because I'm a human being. All I can do is my best to be honest and forthcoming about what's going on in my life while also protecting myself, my partner, and my privacy. I was very afraid of announcing this because I did kind of know it was going to happen. So thank you so much for your kind words.
Okay, guys. So the reason why I'm making this video is not because this young lady changed her mind. In fact, I wasn't going to make a video about this. The reason why I made this video is because of this comment right here. Isn't this sad? Isn't this sad? And this is why my channel exists, to warn especially young Christians not to make this mistake, because I made a video recently about another marriage relationship influencer who was caught basically sleeping with another woman's husband. And this was not too long ago. This was like, what, January or so? And then now we have this influencer who I know her content really well because I was reacting to her in 2022, 2023, And she was basically really vocal about not wanting to get married and being vocal about telling her audience not to get married because marriage is a scam. Similar to Shira 7 or whatever they call her, the sprinkle lady. And it's interesting because this is a product of an offended generation. And I would say feminism, modern feminism, and Red Pill Manosphere alike are a product of offended people. I've been saying this on this channel, stop taking advice from offended people, because what you don't know about offended people is that they are doing what they're doing because they've stumbled. When you stumble, you make decisions, or making a decision under a certain emotion or duress, right? The decision is almost never right. Offended people are people who are hurt, and when people are hurt, you tend to protect the wound because you don't want to feel more hurt. And that's what these people are doing. Instead of dusting yourself up after being hurt, after having a heartbreak, and going, this person, singular, is the one who did this to me, but there is still hope that I will find somebody who will not do this to me. If I stay here, I might end up staying here forever. Instead of having the courage, and I think it takes courage to stand up when you're hurt, when you've been offended. It takes courage. But my point is, offended people do not give good advice. They don't give good advice. They give terrible advice. And it's unfortunate because you who is offended as well will find solace in their advice, because when you're offended, you feel negative emotions, and negative emotion needs other negative emotions to flourish. If you're offended and I'm telling you forgive the person, you hate me. You hate me. You literally look at me like you don't know what I'm going through, you don't know how it feels, blah blah blah. I don't want to talk to you no more. But if you go to someone else and the person's like, yeah, it's right for you to feel that way, he's a scumbag, you feel at home, right? But the right thing to do, and the thing that takes you out of that bondage, is to forgive that person. Now, what is interesting about this content is that this woman has led so many young ladies to not just listen to her content and form a mindset based on her content, but they've turned down good men. How can you turn down 2 proposals from men because of someone on the internet? This is the reason why I'm making this video, because I am baffled. I am absolutely baffled that this comment exists. Look at this. What the? This is baffling. And this is what happens when you base your life on people. You don't even know these people. They don't give you examples of tried and tested, right? This is why I always say, make sure if you're trying to get into a relationship or you're trying to get married, there are people around you that are tried and tested, right? They're married people. They are parents. If you have parents who are married, they're number one. Pastors that are married, elders that are married, they're number one. Friends who have been married long term. I say friends long term. I don't go to friends who've been married 2 years. I don't recommend that. But if you have friends that have been married 5, 6, 7 years upwards, go to them. Ask them. And I'm not talking about marriage just for the sake of marriage. I mean, you look at them and you can say to yourself, this person is successful. This couple, are successful. They are doing something that I would like to do in the future. This is the same thing we do for everything else. Like, if we want to succeed in business, we want to succeed in the craft, we want to succeed in career, we look at people who've done it, right? If you want to be a musician, you look at people who've done it. I'm a drummer. If I want to learn how to do a certain things in music, I watch other musicians. We do that in general. We need to do that also when it comes to relationship and marriage. If you're serious about it, you need to do this. And you need to go to people who are seasoned in this, people who've been through, they've already gone and finished at the other side, and you are able to see them. They're not having issues, or if they have issues, you see them resolve it. They're joyful in their marriage. They're preaching that marriage is good, and go to them. These are your fail-safe, not MJ Gray. Not people on the internet. Derek Jackson swindled women. Sadia Khan, another one, swindled women. Like, it's crazy how young people are getting advice on the internet. If I could speak to this lady in terms of what I see here, she's absolutely right. I just think that she can't get away with this. She can't get away with it. She's absolutely right. You can change your mind. It's true, right? And I believe people change their mind. This is the reason why some of us who are speaking against these things say what we say, because we know the dangers. We know that at some point this can happen. I know that a feminist who is full on man hating, if she meets a guy that loves her, all that feminism stuff drops. And that is a fact. So we know this, and that's why we're preaching this. We're saying that, look, these things are happening, but if you met a good man, you would be happier than you've ever been before. So I agree with her. She's allowed to change her mind. The problem, guys, I made this video a long time ago as well, where this elderly lady said that, you know, she's elderly now, but when she was in her 20s, 30s, she said a lot of stuff about feminism, and she's realized that they were wrong. She's realized that they've made things worse for women. You know, and this is in the 90s, she said this, but this thing is still continuing. This mindset, this seed, this modern feminism thing, and now add into that red pill and manosphere, has really taken steam, and it's causing so much issues for our young people in the dating pool. Young Christian, be careful who you listen to. You might want to jump on this bandwagon because your parents' marriage failed, because you see maybe the way your father treats your mother, or the way your mother treats your father, because I've seen a lot of times where the woman is the predator in the the terror, should we say, in the home, and the man is just there, you know, wasting away. So you might have seen that. Sometimes the boys see the way their mothers treat their fathers and they don't want to get married. Sometimes the girls see the way their father treats their mother and they don't want to get married. You might not want these things, but remember that these mindset that you have been formed under negative impressions. They've been formed under negative atmosphere. They've been formed under people who have done it wrong, or maybe things just went wrong. It is what it is. Sometimes things do go wrong. That doesn't have to happen to you, because in the same breath that you're able to look at your parents or whoever it is that you look up to, that their marriage didn't work out, you can look outside, you can look around you, and you can see successful marriage. You can see women who are just in adoring mode over their husband. You can see men who adore their wives. You can see men who protect their family, who love their family, who do everything. You can see examples like that. And I know that you desire that. It's all about your mindset. It's all about what you listen to. And unfortunately, if you listen to people like MJ Gray, in terms of her old content, I hope her new content is going to change now, because now she's getting married. So she can't start talking about men are evil now, can she? But if you listen to content like this, you're not going to know when your body reacts to it, right? Your body reacts to information. You've taken this content, you become a man-hating person. Every time you see a man on the street, your face responds in a certain way. Your body responds in a certain way. Not just your mind, but your body responds. But if you listen to the right content, we're not telling you get married and everything is going to be okay. We're telling you to do it properly so that you increase your chances of success. We tell you the good, we tell you the bad, we tell you the things to look out for, and we tell you how it's going to be a bumpy road, but as long as you're together and you're on the same page, you can take over anything. You can overcome anything. This is how we talk. We're not saying get married and then it's roses. No, we're saying as long as you've got the foundation right, you can take on anything. That's how we talk. We're not trying to sell you a dream. If you listen to those type of content, you will be able to change the way you think. And if you see men, you'll respond differently. You'll be open. You'll be pleasant. You'll be lovely. You'll be smiling. You'll be, because your mind is the gateway to the way it literally causes a chemical reaction, in my opinion. And I think there's some scientific proof to back that. So MJ Gray's allowed to change her mind. But unfortunately, she has taken with her so many women, and it's your fault if you listened to what she said and didn't get married when you could have. It's your fault. It's not hers, it's your fault. All the things that come with this, it's just the price that she has to pay. I can imagine, right, just based on the comment I showed you guys earlier, I can imagine that most of her viewers who embraced the hatred with her are going to be counting the days when the man that she has spoken about, that she's with, that she's trying to keep private, hurts her heart, hurts her feelings, right? Because she made videos about it. Like, sometimes you have to let women learn a harsh lesson from these evil men. She said that. There
was a video of a woman moving in, or letting her boyfriend move in with her so he didn't have to pay rent anymore. And previously she said that she would not live with a man unless they were married. and then she changed her mind and is gonna let her boyfriend move in with her and not pay rent. And of course, everyone on the internet got angry, I'm just saying this. Y'all need to let these women learn for themselves. Let them learn for themselves. Don't even give them the attention. There will always be women like this. There will always be women who want a man so bad that they will not listen to their mothers, they will not listen to their grandmothers, they will not listen to their girlfriends, they will not listen to women online. They're just not going to do it. And we all know how that story's going to end.
So young Christians, be careful who you listen to, right? The truth is not always sweet, right? So if you hear sweet words, sometimes it's not the right thing. The truth, it always challenges you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think of this lady? What do you think about her getting married? Because she's been around for a minute. I don't know if she's losing followers or anything like that, but I can just imagine this video is going to cause her so much backlash. But from my perspective, as somebody who pushes marriage, I'm glad that she has changed her mind. I hope she picked a good man, right? This is also something that we worry about, because if you choose the wrong man and then he hurts you, then you spiral again into another villain arc, like my kids normally say. So I hope she picked a good man, and I hope that they ride off into the sunset and live happily ever after, and may God bless their union. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Leave a like, leave a comment. Don't listen to wrong people on the internet. And guys, I appreciate you watching my video. Guys, I really want to grow the channel, and the only way we can do that is to increase the subscriber count. And if you could just share the video on your way out, it means more people can see it, which means more people can subscribe to the channel. So please share the video, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, leave a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one.